Hi, and welcome back to the channel where we talk about everything eBay related and more for the beginner. eBay images. Now, this is an area where you've got to really pay attention. If you're not familiar with the images and you may get it wrong, or you're just confused on why your listing doesn't really get found, and eBay complains about things, and you're uploading images into the eBay platform and you're getting it wrong, you're in the right place. So we're going to be talking about this today. And it's surprising, it's a big topic when it comes down to images. It is a very, very important part of trying to get your listing what we call optimized right. And it's very important that your images do really stand out on the platform, because there are some things that I think a lot of people haven't really spoken about. I don't know why. And they've got to get involved as well, because there's lots to this when it comes down to images that we don't really pay attention to. So let's begin and try to understand this very, very well. When taking images of your products, it's very important to ensure that you take quite a few of the images. If it's a product where you have physically, you can take quite a few images to ensure that you cover all the angles and anything that is missing, and to explain if there's some damages or minor things that have gone wrong with that particular product before it ships. So you can really say, this was the image. And there's a tip here I was just throwing very, very quickly. If you're selling used items, or you're selling items that have a serial number, take that and keep it for yourself as a record, because this is going to be very important if that particular item gets returned. And you didn't take the serial number. Now, this is something very, very important. I mean, I know it can be if you've got about 500 items and you've got to take images of all serial numbers and things like that, and you've got to write them down. But at least you've got proof. You don't have to take the item out of the box. More importantly, if the serial number's on the outside, or again, if you do want to take it out of the box, I mean, not recommended. However, to ensure that you've got the proof of the ID. So when taking an image, try to take particular positions to the left, to the right, to the top, to the bottom, so they can see that if it's in a physical box, it's obviously you can't really do that much. But more, I think what you can do is try to you can get some images if it's a one-off product. So, if it's a one-off product and it's brand new, you can open it if you want, and take an image and put it back in the box. Mind you, as I said, try to have the right particular things. You have to dismantle it. If you've got to put it together, obviously this is the problem. It will be determined to use what to use, but obviously you'll have finger marks all over it as well. However, you can take the picture as in the box wrapped up, or try to ensure that they can see the actual condition of the particular item. Then you can explain to them you've opened it over, take pictures, and you can describe it as well. One of the things that has caught a lot of people over the years is, now eBay have a new policy. Now it's called Vero. Now this is to do with what we call intellectual property, and I'll break it down. Is that it's like a trademark particular thing we got here. Intellectual property when it comes to pictures has caught a lot of eBay sellers out. And sometimes you receive an email that you've actually taken the picture of somebody, one of the larger manufacturers, and placed it on the eBay's platform. A bit of a problem here, because they don't like it. Why do they do it? You're probably saying it's because there's been a lot of people out there that are trying to sell particular other people's products as well. Now, this may not happen to you. And if you borrow a picture from YouTube or something like that, I mean, or somebody else's website, however, it can get flagged up, and it obviously can damage your account. And eBay may take if they see lots of this going on, they will take the necessary action. So, word of warning on this: don't be alarmed. If you're what we call copying images and putting from here and there, and you haven't really done your due diligence, be careful, because obviously this could put your account at risk, and this is what we don't want to do. And especially for the beginner, you just started off and you get this particular warning and they close down your account and you lose all your momentum when it goes down. So best practices, try to ensure that you take the original pictures and you have your own, and as it says, we can keep eBay away, and more importantly, you're starting off well. The size of the image, if you actually understand this, is what we call pixels. I mean, again, it's not the actual size in how big the actual, for how much space it takes up on your hard drive or your mobile phone, but this particular thing is obviously you've got to have it by more than this is the minimum, 500 by 500. This is a square, yeah, and 9,000. You won't actually have to have 9,000. That's ridiculous. But again, 5,000 is going up. If you do between 800 and 16, 800 pixels going upwards, great stuff. One reason why, obviously, because it goes out to other platforms, and once you've got a larger image, it'd be great. One of the things that we have to also try to abide by is having the image on a clear white background, completely white. So nothing too grey. You may not see it because obviously you're looking at the screen. It may, depending on the computer screen, if it doesn't show white, it may say show grey. But the best possible, if you can have it 100% white, great. If you're not a Photoshop expert or somebody that can edit images, A, give it to somebody else. B, use programs like Canva, or even use some of these editing programs that will actually get rid of the background, or just give it to somebody else and they'll be able to get it to a white background, and you'll get to use it as well. And that's very, very important. Try to make it look as good as possible, because again, somebody else is going to look at it and they're going to challenge it. One of the things it does also difference, again, when it comes up on the mobile device, you got to try and make it crisp and clear as best as possible, because what they're saying is that you're trying to make the customer's experience a very, very good one, and that is what we're trying to do as well. So when it comes down to images, as I said, think about it very, very carefully of the positions that you're trying to do. Make sure that you describe it in that image as best as possible. You can use your camera phone as well. You don't have to get a super duper light box. Just think about it, if you get some paper, whatever it may be, or a white cloth, put it on there. Some of the actual particular mobile phones allow you to go and do these things where you can change the actual filters, to remove backgrounds and do things like that. If that's all you have as editing tools and you don't have a computer system, use it to the best of your possibility as possible when it comes down to that. And it's quite easy to upload particular items on the application as well. But try to invest in a computer system. It's much more easy to navigate around and upload more pictures. Do not put 1 or 2 pictures on there. Try to have at least going on to 4 to 5 pictures minimum on that. And a bit of a tip, if you don't even have 5, you can just repeat the actual pictures as well. Upload the pictures, you'll get a thumb up, you get a check to say okay, the pictures are right, and you'll be able to upload. Another tip, the first image that you have is the actual primary image. Make sure that is the best quality. Again, it describes the actual image to the best possible view as well. So, think about it very, very carefully when uploading images. There are some rules that eBay will honestly frown upon, because your images are very, very important when it comes down to listing products on eBay. An image says 1,000 words, and again, it will attract more particular potential customers to your product and service, and obviously the listing, and get your item sold. If you like information that we're providing, why not comment below? Have your say, share your opinion, even solve some of the problems that you may be facing along the way. Like and subscribe to the channel to get exclusive updates on when things change on eBay and very more. That's it for now. Check out all the other videos that you may have missed here on this channel.